Today I want to go over my year-end review. A year ago, almost to the day, I shared with you my 2021 hobby plans. Let's see how I did and where I'm at. Let's do it. Hello everyone, Victor the Rookie Card Specialist here on YouTube, and welcome. I typically like to create evergreen content, but since the overall theme of the video deals with a year-end review, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy holidays, everyone. Well, as we enter the last week of 2021, this is one of my favorite times of the year. I typically geek out on updating spreadsheets and planning for the upcoming year. Many years ago, I learned about the Wheel of Life by Zig Ziglar. And the concept says if we spend too much time in a certain area, our wheel is going to get out of round. Kind of like when a steel belt goes bad on a tire, it's going to leave that actual like a bubble on your tire. And it's going to, when you drive it, it's going to make the wheel very wobbly due to the imbalance. The opposite is true if we lack focus and attention to any one of these categories. That portion of the wheel is going to go flat. So the overall concept is to take stock of each category in our lives, and we should take notice of our strong areas, but really take notice of the areas where we may fall a little short. Ziglar goes on to teach how we can create an action plan for each of these areas. The Wheel of Life is a way of showing us how we need to distribute our time, our focus, and our money, and where we need to set goals. When I first learned about this concept, I really geeked out on it. I began creating and applying the action plans, and I can be honest with you, it changed my life. This is why I'm such a fan of this exercise. Now, it is your life wheel, and you can be as flexible as you want to be with it. On my life wheel, I've added a category, and that's the hobby category. Each year, I take stock of where I'm at with my collecting goals and where I want to be. To be honest with you, my blog and this YouTube channel were all conceived within the Wheel of Life action plan. So as far as my year-end review, let's get right into it. I want to share with you a snippet of my video from last year, then we'll come back and I'll talk about each one here. So I've got 5 goals for 2021 that I'd like to do. So the first change that I want to make in 2021 is I want to take my website alltimegreats.blog to a new level. In 2020, I rewrote all my articles so that they would be SEO friendly. Now, my theme that I've used on my website, my theme is a bit old. It's about 5 or 6 years old, and I've been using it for 2 years. My next step for 2021 is to use a newer, more sophisticated theme that's going to give my website a step up as far as a modern design, crisp, quick, and all of those things that a nice website would have. Also in 2021, I'd like to invest in Hall of Fame rookie cards of hockey players. When I was putting my cabinet together, I wanted to feature some hockey cards, and my hockey card collection is extremely weak. And it's so bad, I didn't even have enough cards to put in a cubicle. And so I want to take some time this year, and I want to get some Hall of Fame rookie cards of hockey players, at least 9 of them, in order to fill up one of these cubicles. I want to also continue working on my Michael Jordan PSA basic set registry. It's 72 cards, and I am very close to finishing it, so that's going to be my focus. I need 15 cards in order for that registry to be completed. And of course, I want to continue working on my Roberto Clemente basic set registry and the post-war baseball Hall of Fame rookie card set registry, which I've neglected in the last couple of years. So I need to refocus and get going on that set once again. Okay, so on the upgrading of the website, this was a priority for me this year, and I call it complete. Relaunch was this past October, but unfortunately, trying to balance life and videos, it really took me almost 3 months to complete it. And I still consider it in beta mode. I got a few more updates that are coming, but it's not going to really affect the grand scheme of everything. The second goal was the Hall of Fame rookie cards. This was a complete fail. It didn't happen. I did make an attempt at the National when I tried to purchase a 3-card lot of Jeremy Roenick, Fedorov, and Jagger out of the 1990 O-Pee-Chee Premier, all of them in PSA 10. I started negotiations and the dealer was about 25% over comps, and he didn't want to come down. I gave it some thought and I dissected the comps, and really I came back the next day, but he still wouldn't budge. No, he saw me walk past his booth on the third day and he flagged me down and we started negotiating yet again. This time he takes off 10%, but I was no longer interested. I let him know about the current comps and how I'm not interested at those prices. My next goal was the Michael Jordan Basic Set Registry. At the end of 2020, I was needing 15 cards. Today, I'm in need of 4 cards. Now, 3 of those 4 are the ones with him featured in a Wizards uniform. They're very hard to find, and on the rare chance that you do find one, they're going to go for big money. I was able to find one of the harder ones, the 2002 Topps. I found it in raw form. The last comp on this one was a PSA 8 that sold for close to $300, but I was happy. I picked up this one up. It's in fairly good condition. I believe it'll grade in either an 8 or a 9, and waiting for the right time and opportunity to send this in. Right now is not the time to send that one in, but I'm fairly confident when I say this that in 2022, the Michael Jordan Basic Set Registry, which entails 72 cards, will be completed. Roberto Clemente Basic Set Registry was another 2021 goal. And I started 2021 with 9 of 20 cards in the set registry. I only picked up 2 cards this year, bringing me to 11 of the 20 cards needed. I think what's slowing me down on this one is I'm purchasing the most expensive copy that I can afford. I'm trying to purchase these on eBay, and I've gotten really discouraged losing out on auctions. It seems like even though I'm bidding at comps or sometimes even bidding over comps, and I'm still losing auction after auction. So I start getting impatient or distracted, and I put my money into something else, and that's what's really has hurt this goal here. The post-war baseball Hall of Fame rookie card set registry, one of my favorites, one of the very first registries that I started. Sadly, in the previous 2 years, I've really neglected this one, and 2021 was no different. I'm going to really sit down this week and evaluate where I'm at with this one. Overall, I was really shocked at how little progress I made with my set registries this year. Giving it some thought, I think that I was distracted by the abundance of card shows in my region. I think the money that I had allocated for cards was quickly spent with card shows every other weekend, and the National 2021 really emptied out the card account as well. This year, I also made big improvements to the 2000 Fleer's Greats of the Game baseball autograph set. I'll show you just a couple here so that you know what set I'm talking about. But I also made a big jump in the top 100 baseball cards of the 1980s set registry. Now, neither one of these were in my 2021 action plan. They were just kind of like secondary sets that I've been collecting, but just so happened I came across some great deals. So this week I'm going to take stock of where I'm at. Next week, I'll be coming up with my action plan for 2022. To quote Zig Ziglar, he said, "If you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time." Now, will I hit my collecting goals in the coming year? Probably not. But if I execute a game plan and I'm consistent at it, eventually I'm going to get a little closer. And in time, I'll complete most, if not all of them. Well, listen, that's going to be all for this episode. Let me know in the comments below. Does your collecting pursuits have a game plan? Or do you prefer to just wing it? Maybe you're on the fence in 2022. You're going to attempt, maybe for the first time, a game plan. Either way, let me know in the description down below. I'd love to know where you guys are at with this type of thing. Well, listen, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.